Hi, I'm Chris Duckenfield. I write music and put records out now and again. Using Ableton, I kind of use it now in the same way I used to use the MPC, which is just for working beats out and chucking loops together. So I don't really use it as the main tool, but it's really handy for just working quick ideas out, or for just throwing together kind of loops that wouldn't necessarily sit otherwise, you know, in things like Cubase or Logic. So it's really handy for that, and as a result I don't end up using MPC anymore. It's really good for the remixes because obviously you're getting someone else's hard work to kind of chop apart, and so just putting like full loops in off other people's tracks, or just using like the vocal track or the drum track, throwing it into Ableton and messing around with it, you can get, I mean, a lot of the stuff you'll mess around for half a day on stuff and not use any of it, but you can stumble across that one little hook that you'd never have got using any other software, and that often becomes the main kind of basis of a remix. So now if I get remix parts for anything, whether it's a house thing or like a slower thing or a disco thing, they go in Ableton first, basically, just so you get a feel of what the track's doing and how you can kind of take it in different directions. The last time I went to Optimo, they were using it, which just blew me away really, because it's kind of, I'd never thought about using it in that capacity. So they're using it basically to hammer in, you know, rock records with techno records, and it works amazingly well. So using it in that creative sense, it just means you can play a much broader spectrum of music and make it a lot more cohesive. And join the dots as well, you know, hearing like Johnny Cash records that are 120 BPM played alongside house shouldn't really make sense, but it does, because they kind of, and the good thing about this is, especially, there's a new mode on this one called complex mode for the chopping up, so it doesn't lose any of the feel of the original track, so all the nuances are the same, and you can kind of straighten it or leave it as loose as you want, which is amazing. So you can straighten up the beginning and the end, or you can straighten up the whole thing, and kind of hearing their music like that and on the fly as well, in the same way we'd use it, was really inspiring.